Everybody, welcome back to Superman Crypto Man to Man. It's been awesome for Xen overnight, Xen Crypto, and we're going to get into all of it today. And obviously, Xen Knights have launched. That's a 3-day auction. We're going to talk about that soon too. So definitely get into it. I love your comments. Getting your comments after the video. It's really, really cool, really inspiring. And let's get into it. So here we are. We've got Xen on Ethereum chain, and here we are. Look at what a rally! What a rally in price! Amazing. And of course, this continues to reach new highs, which is awesome. And we also see the supply is getting burned, which helps support this move to the upside. So very exciting indeed. We are here on the daily chart. We can see that we're up to a price yesterday. This is a new candle here on the daily. It's only about how old? About an hour old. This green candle is the day that just closed. And the price got as low as 5099, a high of 6607. And closed at 6400. So pretty cool. Close to the upside, and here we are at 6259. And of course, we've got Xen NFTs are burning Xen. We've got DBZen is burning a bunch of Xen, and of course, we've got the new Xen Knights 3-day auction, and we're going to see how that goes as well. Particularly towards the end of it, you know that people get their bids in at the end. They see what happens, and so we're going to talk about that later. Stay tuned. So very, very cool. Let's have a look at the summary. So we're up 22.5% on the 24 hours. Pretty nice. 449 buy trades. 58% of the trades are buys. 315 sells of the volume. 2.3 million volume. 56% of the volume is buy volume. Sell volume, 1.8 million, 44%. And we've got $3 million in liquidity. Awesome, eh? Awesome. Isn't that exciting? So really, really nice looking chart. And sustainability looking pretty good with the lower supply. So we're going to talk about that too. Let's zoom out though and have a look at the history of Xen. Obviously, it was the forever down chart, and of course that is ended now with these new rises. We're about to, obviously, if we get over 7,175, we're going to get over this candle here. We're not far away from that at all as well, are we? 7,200. Let's see how high that is from here. That's not far away, and 7,200. That is about, let's say, around about there. It's about 14% higher from here, so quite doable, and that would be awesome to break past this previous high back here, back in December 2022. Can you believe it? Amazing, amazing. So how many days are we in? Let's have a look here on the days. We are currently in day 191, so we're over 6 months, 6.5 months. Coming up to that, and awesome stuff. And so it really is great to see Xen Knights launching as kind of a tribute to that also. So bullish, bullish, bullish. Let's jump over to DBZen and look at the main burner at the moment. You can obviously go to the Xen.pub, all the links in the video description. You can see the Xen burn dashboard. Gives you a nice summary. We're going to get into DXN dashboard Ethereum. You have to scroll down and you get the third tab there. Let's have a look at how we went for the burn that just closed earlier today. 91 billion Xen. So that was down from 115 the day before, but 91 is a very strong day. Gas prices have been very high, which is very important to remember. Let's go to to money and have a quick look at the burn. Sorry, at the gas fees. Let's have a quick look at that over the last 24 hours. I guess is a good time frame. Let's go into the last day. Oh, I just went past that, didn't I? Last day there. So the last day minimum is 21.7 Gwei. So the minimum Gwei, 21.7. You can see that on the chart here over the last 24 hours. The 13, 33. So the average here between this point here, I think we got down, it's got 17 Gwei here and up to 33 Gwei. So pretty low on that. So we do have, it seems like we have hit 17 for a period of time. Have a look at down here. No. So yeah, definitely 21.7 seems to be the low. 33 Gwei is the average as well, and max has been 110. So we have been in the 20s, even the 30s recently, and over the last 24 hours. So this makes the gas a lot higher. So that is where we are, but still 91, very good on a high gas that's seen. Very, very cool. And of course, we've seen a lot of minting in the previous 24 hours as well. Now we're in the current cycle. In the current cycle, we've got 2.4 billion burn so far. So starting off nice and easy. We've got 13 hours to go in the current cycle. We're on day 27. And so it's coming up to a month, a couple of days away. We've had 26 days since Genesis for DBZen. And how much has been burned? 2.16 trillion Xen has been burned through DBZen. Amazing, right? And how many unique minters? 2,238.6, which is pretty good as well. The Ether crude is 1,862, so almost $3.9 million at ETH, and ETH obviously pulled back a little bit overnight, but still around about $2,070 per ETH. So amazing little passive income earner there. We can go down to the current cycle, and you can see the current GWEI people getting in. So the GWEI has completely transformed, and people are playing a lot higher GWEI to get in. So we've got 34 GWEI, 29, 40 GWEI. This makes a big difference on the protocol cost fees as well. Remember that. So very, very different to when we were in the 20s and in the teens, right? So just the way it goes. They have cycles. And obviously, the weekend's generally the best. Last weekend we had was in the 20s, mostly on Sunday, I think. But generally, weekend is generally lower for the GWEI. So that's generally the case there. So kind of cool. At the moment, this bidder here still got 13 hours to go. They've put in $7,000. Apparently, they're going to get $132,000 at the current price of DXN. We'll see how that goes. Still 13 hours to go. So a lot of bigger whales will likely jump in there before that time, since we've only really just getting warmed up here with 2.4 billion Xen. So it's kind of cool on the Xen. Let's go over to the DXN there. The DXN at $68, holding up pretty nicely, I think, on the DXN. On the right-hand side there, it is down 3% on 24 hours, but is up in the last recent time frames. 287 buys, 66% of the transactions have been buys. The buy volume at 51%, 811,000. We've got almost $800,000 liquidity in there on the DXN price. Let's have a look at the burn of DXN. So DXN is also deflationary through the Xlon meme coin. And of course, that's 11% of the 253,000 DXN that's now in supply through all these auctions after 26 days is being burned. So 11%, they're looking quite good. I think it was up as over 12%, now at 11%. So still looking pretty good there on Xlon. Xlon is also holding up okay, around about 6,000. It did wick down yesterday, down to 3,318. And with a high of 7,117, so it's had a lot of volatility, but is back at 6,000 at the moment. So it seems to be a nice little mid-range around the 6,000 there over the last week is the old Xlon. It is down 15% on the 24 hours though. 151 buys, 58% of the trades are buys, but the sale volume 52% at 127,000. There is 118,000 in liquidity. With smaller liquidity, you get bigger moves up and down, so no surprises there. Let's jump over to the supply numbers and check that out though. And where are we up to? We're at the liquidity supply going down, down, down. Always good for the Xen price, right? For the Xen price there, with the liquidity going down. We're at, you just see it just go down there again. So we're at 8,677 billion. So it's going down very nicely. The staked has gone up too. So that's gone up. It's 1,598. So 1,598 billion. And that's cool to see. And it's at $10 million at the moment, the current price, which is awesome also. So it's pretty cool. We've got $54 million in circulating supply, which is cool as well. Now, let's have a look at the numbers here. We're going to go down to the supply numbers. So we've got our supply numbers in. Now, this is dated the 17th. So we've got 95 billion burn yesterday for the 17th. And, of course, that is down from 131 the day before. And we've got the Xen NFTs. We've got DBZen, a few other little things around, I think. And, of course, Xen Knights are just launched. But, of course, they won't burn, I believe, until the end of the auction in 3 days' time. Staked, yesterday we had a decrease of staked of 50 billion. So that was against the numbers, so that increased the supply when the stakes come in, the circulating supply. But today we've had 60 billion get staked. So 95 burn, 60 billion staked for the 17th. That is a negative supply of 115 billion. Isn't that awesome? That is what we like to see. That is the gold and stuff there. Now, more importantly, perhaps we hit another milestone. Under 60% of the supply is now liquid. We're down at 59.39%. You guys know we're sitting at about 60.4% for a few days, give or take. And of course, now we're under 60%. We hit that milestone. 59.39% of all Xen is liquid. And of course, now we can think about targeting 50%, right? We'll see how we get on in the weeks ahead. We've still got quite a few low days of minting. Now the supply sinks 2.39% of penalties. In other words, this is Xen, 350 billion Xen, not even ever minted into existence. We've got 3.986 billion in burn, so we're almost at 4 trillion. Sorry, I said 3,986 billion in burn, so we're almost at 4 trillion burn, 27.28%. And of course, amazing there on the stakes. 10.94 there. That's at 1.6 billion is in stakes at the moment. 10.94% is pretty cool. So looking at future supply, we're going to look at the 30 days ahead. Actually, let's look at the 7 days ahead. We can see that we've still got these low candles coming out this week. We had about 210, 220 billion expected, a really low week, right, with these high burns that we're burning 100 billion a day. You only got 400, 200 coming out, then that's, that's probably 300 net burn, right? That kind of basic numbers. And so we've got tomorrow. So we just had about 40 billion just come out. So that's going to be a low burn today. So we could see some more decrease in supply over the next 24 hours. Tomorrow on the 19th, so that's on the 18th. On 19th, we've got 40. On the 20th, we've got 46. On the 21st, we've got 44.6. There's not a lot of Xen coming into existence, folks. And you've got to remember, about 2.5% of that's not even going to get minted. So it really is a big deal. Going into the weekend, of course, we jump up to 84 billion and then up to 112 billion on the Sunday. And that's the only day that really could, barring what happens with staking, could increase our supply. And then back the following week, we're back down again. So if we zoom out to 30 days, you can see, we've got quite a decent low weeks ahead of us with a couple of little move up highs in the weekend. It's not really until we get to the 14th of May. We've got a big candle up there, which is 328 billion. 163 billion is pretty decent on the 7th as well. But really, these two candles at the end of the month, the only ones, 300 billions there coming out. They're the only ones that would need to be absorbed in some way or another. But by the time we get out here, we're talking about, what's that, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. By the time we get out here, we're going to have a Fenix launch, a massive staking protocol. And of course, that is a hybrid between different protocols. And that's going to launch on Polygon first, somewhere probably in here. And then maybe we'll get a quick launch on Ethereum, Avalanche, and other chains after that. So pretty cool on the back end. That's going to help to absorb some of these bigger candles as we get out into this area here. And then after these two big candles, 300 billion, looking 90 days out now, you're getting down to these lower candles, and we'll have Phoenix up and running then as well. So DBZN, Phoenix, and Xen entities, and then maybe some other projects popping up as well. It's not until 90 days away until we get to 487 billion candle. So you can see the further afield, it's not looking too bad either. So that is the Xen dashboard. Let's have a look at the new mints over the last 24 hours. We had massive mints. It was a day ago. We were up at like 120,000 or so. Unbelievable surge in minting following the Xen price. Last 24 hours, though, with the high gas, dropped down to 38,293. But still a lot of people minting at higher gas prices. You can see it's 37 at the moment. The max term is 450 days. That is still profitable in at 450 days time, $170 net. The gas costs $20 there at the moment at 37 grey. Now, obviously, if the grey pops back down to the 20s or the teens, then that's going to get dramatically less expensive. We're almost at 11 million on the global rank 2 on Ethereum. Pretty big deal there also. So another milestone about to be hit. All right, I think that's kind of it on the highlights. Let's go to the Xen Knights. Xen Knights here, pretty awesome. Let's refresh this page. Xen Knights, if you haven't got onto this, you will need a Taproot address if you're going to bid. We can see that at the moment we've been ticking away for how long? How long has it been going live? So we're up to 16. So 8 hours. This has been live 8 hours so far. We've got 2 days and 16 hours to go. So it's been going for 8 hours. We've got 2 days and 16 hours to go. And so far, 2.8 billion Xen has been deposited. Remember, only the winning bid will win the Bitcoin ordinal or inscription, as we call it. And of course, these are Xen Knights with the images artwork, which are pretty amazing. Here's some of the artwork here that people will be winning, which is pretty awesome. There's just a couple ranked number 91 to 96 to 100, I think it is. Yeah. So there's some of the ordinals there. I love that, number 100. Now, obviously, the earlier mints are going to be ranked higher. But as you guys know, when you start trading sort of NFT type crypto, then sometimes the artwork itself can be valuable too, and maybe more valuable. So we'll see which does better, the rankings or that. Now, they're also not only do they have a ranking for Xen Knights, but they're also going to have a ranking for the Bitcoin inscriptions. And so the lower the better, right? And we understand that they're all under half a million. So I think there's about 1.2 million Xen inscriptions now. So that makes them pretty relatively rare as more and more get minted over in the future. So top bid at the moment, 1.4 billion. That's pretty cool. Now, you do need a Taproot address. And what does that mean? That means you need a Bitcoin wallet that can issue you an address with BC1P on it. That's the key part there to the Taproot address, BC1P. Not just BC1, but BC1P. There's BC1Q and other things out there like that. So BC1P is what you need to actually be able to accept the winning Bitcoin inscriptions. That's very important that you understand that. Now, Sensu's got videos on that where they did it on live stream with Jack. You can watch that if you want to go to Sensu's channel. Now, a popular wallet that they've been using is the Sparrow wallet. And I'll leave the link in the video description if you want to download this and set it up. And then you can go issue yourself get yourself a BC1 P wallet address for the Taproot address, and that's pretty easy. That basically, then all you have to do is connect your wallet up, and of course you need Xen in your wallet because you're going to bid on Xen. You put the Xen in, so that's pretty easy to do. So you just connect your wallet here, connect your wallet, click new bid, put the amount of Xen that you're going to bid. And then, of course, put your wallet address in, your Taproot wallet. So once you've set up your Sparrow wallet or whatever other wallet you're going to use to get a Taproot address, paste that in here, and then place your bid. It's that easy. So connect your play your Xen, put in your Bitcoin wallet address, which is a Taproot address, and away you go. And you'll be able to place a bid, and you'll show up on this platform here. You also get the opportunity to hit the plus button, and you can increase your bid size. Isn't that cool? You can't decrease your bid size, but you can increase it. And only bids placed if you own a Taproot address. So make sure that, because that's where the winning prize is going to go. And the top 100 will go to the top highest bids. Pretty much that. So kind of cool. There is an FAQ. So if you want to read that in full, obviously do your own research and all that good stuff. But awesome stuff, right? Now, I did go through that yesterday. Let's go quickly to Jack Levin. These are his updates over the last 24 hours. I really like some of the spirit that Jack's been given. He says the amount of effort it takes to make DXN is so hard. It's similar to mining brilliantly done. And, of course, a big shout-out to Razvani there and the team. So if you haven't followed Razvani, definitely follow Razvani there. And, of course, and the team. So the DBZen founder there. Nice to give tribute to other great codes. So it's pretty neat. 10 hours ago, Xen is better than ETH due to two simple facts. It's on 10 different chains. Its termination inflation can't be adjusted by any foundation or group. That was pretty cool. 10 hours ago, congratulations to all weekend minters. Xen just broke out of a range to the upside, hitting an all-time high market cap of $52 billion. I didn't actually mention that earlier, but that's a big news there. Market cap floor was $8 million in March. So if you've managed to ride that up, very, very exciting. The market caps is going up and to the right? It's going up and away. Almost 4 trillion Xen burned 9 hours ago. And of course, we're just very close to that. As I showed you earlier, liquid Xen is disappearing faster than is being produced, indicator of ecosystem protocol activity, trustless DeFi. And of course, all that burning and the low mints coming out. The only thing, obviously there's circulating supply and there's staked Xen. Apart from that, that's making this chart more sustainable, right? So very, very cool. Doesn't mean that there's not going to be any pullback in the chart, but definitely that is looking pretty good at the moment. Everything's looking pretty good to the upside. Let's have a quick look at the Fibonacci. Have a quick look at that. So Fibonacci at the moment, if we did end up getting a retrace as the classic Fibonacci 61.8, that'd be 3,000 would be the pullback to there. A 78.6 retrace would be to 2,000. So should have see we've certainly got higher support there. But hey, look, Fibonacci may not play out at all because we've got those supply sinks going on so nicely and low mints coming out. So very, very exciting place to be. All right, so that's kind of cool. Let's have a look at someone else here. Xen Knight 72-hour bidding about to begin. So that was 8 hours ago. It launched. We've got some nice little bids coming in as well. Bids are coming in on chain 7 hours ago. You can see the changes when Xen goes global. This is the other thing. We've been talking about adoption, and Jack's been posting a lot of stuff about the website getting hit by so many people. It's been super, super big in adoption, and you got different stuff here. When Xen goes global, you got all these different countries: Indonesia, Ukraine, China, Arabic, Australia, all growing pretty strongly there as well. So it's kind of neat there. Xen Knight burns qualify for XN airdrops too. So not only when you if you win these bids and you win these, you also get a credit for the burn with the X1 chain with the XN token. So it's a double whammy. You get only do you get the inscriptions, but you also get the credit on the X1 chain. So nice. I love that. I love that aspect. It's so bullish. So kind of cool. Seems like no one's stopping Xen now. It has crossed 500 rank among the top cryptos on Coingecko. which is pretty cool. So yeah, higher market cap, new rankings on Xen, which is pretty cool. Actually, let's pull that up. Show's going, my live show is going a little bit longer, but let's pull it up because Coingecko, and let's have a quick look at Xen where that is at the moment. Let's pull up Xen and see what its ranking is, because that's a pretty cool milestone. Let's have a look here. Now, yeah, we're at, so it's at 436 in the ranking, so way below 500, just climbing the ranks of Xen. Really amazing. The market cap, $53.7 million at the moment. So it just continues on its ride up towards the top 100, eh? That's very, very exciting. Top 20, stay tuned. So that's pretty cool there. I like that. I'm going to give that a heart. Nice. What else we got going? Shenzhou here 2 hours ago. Top trending coins is a Xen. Nice. Up there with Arbitrum. Nice little doggy picture. Just leaving this here. Pretty sure new community, Xen. So this is potentially new project coming to the Xen community. So another bullish thing. Obviously, that's going to have Xen burn as well, as I understand it. Little doggy memes there. So that's pretty cool. Let's have a jump in here, see if there's any other comments on that. Zen Dodge says Jimrat Crypto, big influence in the space. So looking good there. People seem to like dog memes. They do. So stay tuned for that. Another project coming, potentially burning Xen. Pretty awesome. Jack Levin says 44 minutes ago, within the next 10 years, people will realize it's safer to hold their money in crypto than government bonds. I like that. What else there? And let's go through. That's pretty much it. So on his one, but hey, look. So at the moment we've got the Xen Knights are on, and they're on fire. And of course, next coming up in a couple of weeks is the Fenix project, and you can see Joe Blau here posting updates on Fenix. 23 hours ago, we're excited to share our auditing report for Fenix delivered by Certec, and that's super bullish, right? So that's up, and I'm very excited about that. Number 2, of course, 22 hours ago, the audit is complete, and we've deployed the audit contract on 4 testnets: Gorilla, Mumbai, Pulse Chain, and X1. As long as there are no more inflation bugs, we're ready to go to mainnet. Isn't that exciting? And Polygon is the first chain. So that lays any rumors there. Polygon is the first chain. And so look forward to that. So bullish there. 22 hours ago, wow. Someone on Pulse Chain did a mega burn on the testnet there from the looks of it. So very, very cool. 22 hours ago, if something isn't working, as poor design, if you have any questions, please let him know on Telegram. It's kind of cool. And I think that was the highlights there from Fenix. Another major protocol coming in only a couple of weeks' time, and at the perfect time for some of those bigger $300 billion Xen candles coming up. So very, very bullish indeed on that one. So nice. Now, Joe Blau will also be going on live stream here with Shenzhou tomorrow. They're going to demo and explain the Fenix, so don't miss that. That's coming up as well. I might post that in the video description also if you want to watch that and queue that up. So very exciting times for Xen. So much so that my video's gone 3 minutes over time. I'm trying to keep it to at least 20 minutes. But there we are, folks. Xen at 6,200, up and away, and it's looking super bullish for the future. Mint, as we say. Get those minting ladders up, and lower the way possible, of course. And do your best out there. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, get your comments in. I'll answer those as well. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.